I feel like at this time of my life, I'm just really enjoying playing with makeup, and that's what this is all about. Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Shelly, also known as Shelly Tsunami. I am looking at this W7 On the Rocks palette. They say this palette is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I don't have the ABH palette because I'm not going to spend, I don't know, 48 bucks or whatever it is, $42 to purchase the palette just to test it out. I actually purchased this one on Amazon. It was under 10 bucks. I think it was $8.99 on Amazon. I have a few other W7 palettes that seem to be pretty good dupes for some of the Urban Decay. So I don't know if I can honestly compare this to the ABH Subculture palette, but I love the color story. We're gonna try, I don't know, 3-4 looks with this palette. You guys are gonna have to watch to find out which one was my favorite and which one I thought I would leave the house in. I am a lady of a certain age. I'm not a makeup artist. I am not sponsored at all, but I would love it if you could subscribe, and I will continue bringing you these 3 looks with one palette. I shop my own stash. I'm not on anybody's PR. Right now, as I'm filming this, I am not monetized. I hope you guys stick around. I'm gonna come back here in a minute with a clean face and we're gonna get started. I'm super excited to dip into this W7. As you may be aware, I am all about a bargain. We're gonna give this a try. I'm gonna do my normal 3 looks with this one palette. Should be pretty easy to do a work look, but then I want to do a couple fun looks. So we're gonna get going with it. I'm gonna do what I normally do, which is play some music and speed you up. If you guys decide you want me to talk you through the application process, leave me a comment down below. I just did a very quick, easy work look. I think this is completely appropriate to go to an office meeting. It is subdued, it's neutral, and of course, because they use a bunch of browns. It does get a little bit of kick up, but as far as like the blendabilities, even the darkest brown blended seamlessly in with the other shades. As far as makeup goes for work, we're moving on. I want to do something a little bit more dark and edgy, but I think I'm gonna do the blues and teals right now and then maybe come back and hit the greens in a second. did not come out at all like I had hoped. Not anywhere near it. I can tell you the teal color in here, Carousel, it was so patchy, and I immediately tried to go over it with Cheers, which is kind of like this cool taupey color. It's so sheer. It ended up being like a good transition shade. Like I buffed it into the top part of the Carousel. Then I tried to do a cut crease, kind of ish. Like I wanted to sort of halo it out. So I put a little shape tape on it thinking, you know, I'll cover up some of it, at least the parts that's most patchy, just see if I can't salvage this look at all. Then I took a little sugar rim on top of that, and that helped a little bit, give it more of a halo look. I went ahead and just, what can you do but a thick winged liner just to see if that will salvage it? And I can tell you, I am not pleased with this look at all. I know what I would use that color for, a little bit of an accent. Little tiny bit of an accent, but the blendability of it was not there for me. I don't know how this performs with the ABH Subculture palette. I don't know if that's the same situation. I know that mattes are hard to do. I know that matte greens, matte browns, they're sometimes hard to formulate, and unfortunately this is just one of them. So we're gonna clean this off. I owe you guys a more fun look. I feel like this was a complete fail, so I'm gonna do something totally different, and I'll be back in a minute. One thing I learned from that last catastrophe is the color Cheers. I think that color hopefully will make a pretty good transition shade, so that's what I'm gonna start with. Turned out significantly better than that last one in my opinion. I think that in general these kind of plummy colors are more suited to me. Normally I like the teals on brown eyes. In fact, I was gonna do just like teal underneath just so I could use that color. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll do it in the last one. These colors blended really well together. They didn't feel as chalky and patchy as the last look that I attempted and failed to do. This is actually something I would wear this out of the house. It's probably a little bit dark for work, in my opinion. Now, if you work in an environment where you can be a little bit more creative, then more power to you. I don't mind this at all. So we're gonna do one more look. I mean, I've got a couple more colors in here that I haven't used yet, so might as well do some yellows and greens and just see how those perform. Whew, we are gonna try to go in with a couple more of these colors. I think I really wanna try the yellows and greens. So we're gonna play with a few of them and see what we can come up with. guys, the color story in this palette, I really like. I love the greens in it. I love the teals, the browns, obviously, the burgundy. The burgundy actually performed way better than I thought it would. My #1 winner out of this whole palette was Champagne Toast. This kind of acidy green here, kind of yellowish greenish color, I really liked. And then the kind of grungy olive green, I think it's called Martini Olive, I also really enjoyed in this look. Do I think I can come up with a work look? Yes. Can I come up with a couple other looks to make this palette a good value? Yeah, it's already a good value. It's under 10 bucks for the palette to begin with. Yeah, you know, with a couple shimmers in here and the rest more muted colors. Yeah, I think a smoky look in here is good. It doesn't have to always be like super crazy bright fluorescent colored stuff. Thank you so much. If you are not already a subscriber, you're missing out. Please subscribe. Please continue to comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this type of, can I get 3 looks out of one palette? And I'll see you in the next video.